I'm getting that game paper, rock, scissors, but with the elements of earth, like fire, earth, the elements, fire, earth, water, wind. It's like which one beats which one. Kind of reminds me of the checks and balances of the government structure. Okay, and I've been trying to clear something out of my throat for a second now, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to get on camera coughing. So if I feel like it's gonna clear, hopefully with these messages, then I'm gonna pause so y'all don't have to suffer through that like you normally do. Thank you. um, I know I wanted to get on here today and talk about the masculine and the feminine energy, and I ended my last reading saying that I would do a reading with looking into those energies. So that's my goal for this reading, but here we go. Much better. So I've got my coffee mug. Friend is for laughter, fun, and lasting love. Friends may come and go, but the love doesn't change, right? Like you still have love for them even when they leave your life. That's not a question. Anyways, that was a random message that came in there. I feel like there's something I'm trying to circle back to, and I'm struggling to remember what it was. Oh, yeah, okay, so let's look into the element of the paper, rock, scissors thing. So wind can stoke a fire, but it can also put out a weak fire. Okay. So when a baby idea is present or something new, if you put too much, if you think it to death, it can make that idea or thing die. You know, you kind of psych yourself out. So I'm feeling someone here psyching themselves out. All right. But wind can also breathe into a fire and make it roar stronger. So this feels like uplifting, supportive thinking. Like, I got this. I may not know how to do it yet, but I know I will learn. Like a pep talk kind of thinking. So wind being our thoughts, fire being our passion, our purpose, our drive. And then we've got earth and water. Water being our emotions. So water can drown out a fire very easily unless that fire is extremely hot. I mean, there's volcanoes underneath the ocean that are burning and water doesn't stop them. Does it cool it down? Yes. But the water doesn't stop it from being hot, you know? So interesting that I have that image in my head of the volcano underwater here. I'm not sure there's a lot of bubbles, there's a lot of steam, there's it's a lot of like activity in these emotions. This feels like a lot of like unpredictable chaos energy to me. And then there's earth, the volcano being the earth actually. So definitely there's a lot of emotions going on here. And there's something happening in the root chakra system, I feel, and the sacral, like something is about to be like the big bang, an explosion, and that could be in reality. That's the metaphor. What's the reality of this? This could be conception. This could be a new idea. This could be an egg hatching. This could be, it's just like new energy is here of something that has the potential to be really expansive for you. And the universe is wanting old Gary here to give us a coupon from the universe. Maybe these coupons are from Gary. Gary representing the universe in a mushroom. If you connect with me when I say things like that, you're my people. Yeah, I'm filling out a vision board. I haven't done a vision board in a really long time. And the fact that I feel drawn to be doing a vision board again, it's like taking me back to basics. So there's something here about going back to basics. But I also felt some heart pain here. Well, the thing is, you're going back to basics with new knowledge, right? You're going back to the beginning with new knowledge. So it's not like you're starting over from scratch. You're actually starting over from a really solid foundation now. So you're not looking at your vision board as how you used to look at it, being so desperate for those things, always looking at them as if you don't have them. You just know you need a direction to point in. And so when you look at your vision board or a visual representation of what you desire, you just want to make sure that you're being very clear as to what you want. You're ordering your exact thing that you're wanting and then just being open to how it comes. You don't need to figure out those in-between steps. You just walk the path and then they eventually lead to everything you desire. And then you enjoy the time in between. And then when it arrives, and then, when it arrives, you're like, I made it. Time for a new vision board. But yes, please take the time to enjoy it. Oh, someone's getting a new pet. Ooh. Yeah. Someone's getting a new pet. This could be that new thing. So I'm seeing kittens and I'm seeing kittens mainly. Very interesting. I'm seeing a litter of, baby animals here. And spiritual awakening. What? Okay, I also just saw like a pet dragon. So this could be a pet from the spirit world, one of your guides. Maybe a new guide is coming in. Oh, yes, this dragon is a baby. It kind of reminds me of Big Mouth. I don't know if you ever watched that cartoon. And I can't remember the people's names. I'm the worst when I'm doing a reading and remembering names. If this is my husband, he could rattle off everybody. But it feels like you have a new like spirit guide in animal form, but it's not necessarily an animal it's more of a mythical creature type animal, like a dragon or maybe a baby unicorn. But it definitely feels new. Big Mouth. They had like a animal guide for like going through puberty. What was it called? A monster. It was something, a monster anyways. And so some of them would be like just starting as a guide and didn't know what they were doing. And then others were like so old they just were like, yeah, man, yeah, go for it. They didn't care anymore. So this feels like a baby one that's just kind of starting out, just learning there a bit, getting used to being a guide to you. And so y'all kind of mirror each other's newness in this new life, this new phase of life. It's like you're going through puberty again, but in a new phase of life. It's all metaphorical, right? They want me to get you one more. One more. Has something to do with laughter or something. Fun, see? I knew it. Yeah, it had something to do with fun. Like I could feel that. So this is like this is going to be the most fun phase of your life. Oh, they're just reminding me of the whole point of this video was to go into the masculine and the feminine. So that was the introduction. I'm probably going to put timestamps on this video so that you can skip to this part if you want to and skip the beginning messages here. But Yeah, you've got some fun stuff coming for you in the near future, if not now. I feel like you're already enjoying life more than you used to. So thank you, Gary, for these messages. And let's go into tarot, but they want me to get a different deck. What tarot deck do you want me to get this time, my dearies? What are you? What are you? Okay, well, the Moonology deck is calling to me, so let's just hop on in there. This is going to be the feminine. So we're looking into the feminine here. That's the left side. You might be noticing things happening to your body on certain sides of your body. Pay attention, because the left side being feminine, the right side being masculine, is just a big old message to you. Your body's, again, being a big old messenger, telling you what's going on. Two cards just came on out. So again, we're looking into feminine, and it was 11:10 just now when I looked down. That 111 being the Empress number 3. We've got it. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So yeah, there's that fire I was feeling earlier. And it's time to take action. Your feminine being your nurturing, caring, empathetic. This is nourishing. I feel nourishment. Yeah, this is really tuning into your body, tuning into your emotions, tuning into nature. It's time to take action towards really taking care of your body. Like, my whole left side is lighting up right now. The root chakra is lighting up on my left side. That's more sacral, isn't it? Yeah, sacral. So that's the sensual, the creative energy here. So you may be opening up in a more intimate way, being vulnerable in an intimate way. Really allowing yourself to discover new things within yourself in a sensual way, or with your partner. Yeah, the birds are flying. Yeah, I really feel this connection with nature. Look at me scratching my left ear here. I'm just realizing. So they're really wanting you to listen, to receive information, to really listen. But to do that, you've got to be open to receiving, and you've got to be still. So there's like this stillness that comes. And as soon as you get still enough and relaxed enough, then it can just slide on in. So don't question when you hear something and you're like, did you hear that? And they're like, no. But you can tell when it's a spiritual hearing and when it's like in physical, reality. It's almost like being in a dream, kind of. And you're like, did I really hear that? No. I mean, I did, but not like right next to me, The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Yes. And you've been working towards the end of this. I can feel it. You're like, yeah, that makes sense. I know something is ending. I am getting this horns, like it's like you've grown horns from being in this mode of really just following what you want and kind of butting anyone out of the way that's not aligning to your highest timeline here. And it's like, don't mess with me, I know what's good. I know how I feel about things. I know the true energy here. I know what's genuine and what's not. I know when someone's falling into shadowland and when someone's following the light, when they're choosing to heal. You can fall into both sides, but really there's this balance that needs to happen. So what else? Feminine. They want a different deck now. They want love and romance on the feminine side. Okay. So this is what's going on in the divine feminine. This, again, can mean my intent to do when doing this reading, and I said it yesterday, but I don't think I said it today. So I'm saying it now to spirit and you, that this is tuning into a divine feminine, someone who identifies, yes, I'm putting a label because I want this to relate to people, identifies as a female in this life, okay? So this is that someone who shows up as a divine feminine in this lifetime. Friendship. Oh man, that's so beautiful. I felt that earlier, like this group of friends, you know, really. I feel someone here who's always like connected with masculines more. And we'll look into that when we get to the masculine side. So it feels like maybe you got along with guys a lot more because you had something that you needed to prove to the masculine. You had something that you needed to be validated by in a masculine. And again, we'll look into why that is when we get to the masculine. So they want me to write that down because they know I'm going to forget to look into it. Yep. Just take the time. Just take the time to write stuff down. You won't regret it. Okay. We're going to look into why does the feminine need to prove herself to the masculine? And I'm getting that some feminines do this by being very competitive with masculines, or kind of not, what's the word, when you don't get along with authority and your guards go up immediately when it comes to authority. So there's always been a focus on masculine energy in your life, and now with the friendship card coming out, I feel that this is getting in touch with your feminines. So finding your female tribe, finding other feminines that match your feminine energy, you know. And I feel like you are coming in a time where you're going to connect with other feminines and be like, oh, this is a different kind of friendship than I'm used to. You know, you've been friends with masculines. That's, you know, they can provide some perspective, but they don't know what's going on in the feminine body, in the hormonal changes of a woman's body. You can explain it to them. They can think they understand, but until they experience being in a female body, you don't know. And so I am getting this energy of letting go of the resentment towards masculines for not fully understanding what we go through. Does that make sense? Okay. So yeah, building your tribe here. They wanted me to just take the top card. And passion. Yeah, this is that sensual energy I was feeling earlier. Like you're really getting in touch with your feminine, that sexy, sensual side to you. Confidence, knowing yourself, accepting your body, knowing it's beautiful and it's a miraculous functioning being that really does so much you're not even aware of on a cellular DNA level, and just in loving yourself in that kind of way, knowing that your feminine energy is based on how much you are open to expressing yourself that way. There's more here. So this is kind of a difficult topic for me, I think, because I'm coming from a place of not being in this energy in this lifetime, but I fully feel that I could have experienced this in another lifetime, that the body I was given, that I wouldn't feel connected to genitalia, the organs that my body was given, right? Like, it's like this is someone who was giving a male body but feels feminine, or given a female body but feels masculine, you know? So much so that they want to go to the extent of changing their hormones, changing their physical structure just to match what they feel. And okay, so where are we going in this energy? So I'm picking up on that energy, but where are we going? What is um yeah, I think it relates back to the whole passion thing, that how do you feel fully feminine if you have a masculine body, if you have a male body, right? How do you feel fully feminine if you identify feeling feminine but you have a male body? It's a visual, mental, confusing place to be. um I'm just hearing it's a phase, like someone's like, I'll grow out of it one day. um some people do theorize that if you're, whichever, you don't feel like you match, that you were that body in the like life right before this one. Like if you're a male who feels feminine, you were probably a female in the life right before this one. A lot of people theorize that that's the case. And you didn't quite learn the lessons that you were wanting to learn in that lifetime. So you're coming back now in a totally different body than you were before, and it's like you need this perspective for something. So you're definitely here to heal something from your feminine side. I definitely feel that someone here has a male body, but identifies, feels more strongly towards feminine energy, and there's something you're needing to heal, HEAL, in your feminine from a long time ago, from a past life. I mean, like, and this feels like something that had been passed down to you. I feel the energy continuing, but I know you'd feel better if it was backed up from the card. So I'm gonna get whatever deck. Yep. See, I keep thinking it's gonna be tarot, and then it ends up being something totally different. These are my cards that I created for messages. 4 messages. Maybe they want me to pull 4 cards because. All right, let's do this. Okay, there's one. As it falls on the floor, I'll get it after I get 4. Okay, there's 2. Three and 4, I believe. Isn't that 2 cards? No? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Excuse me, pardon me. All right, so this is... Oh, wow. See? It's completely backed up. Here's my change perspective card. Like what I was just saying, that you being in that body, not matching with how you feel energetically, is meant to give you a change of perspective. It is meant to give you the perspective that you didn't have in your previous life, to be able to learn something. And I'm just getting, I mean, it's here. Unconditional love. Love of self, love of the world, love of friendship, romantic love, platonic love. And it's just an elevation of love going through this. And here comes a gift. Be open to receive a gift. And that's what we were talking about. Being open to receiving the healing that you are meant to be here to do. Okay? And now I'm feeling that that's just not applying to you know, mixed matched bodies and genders and things. This is anyone who feels more in their masculinity than their femininity and vice versa and all that. This is to do with anyone who you're meant to get a different perspective in this lifetime based on the body you were given. It's all about unconditional love of yourself, of looking at yourself and going, I love you no matter what you look like, no matter what. You love them, right? You love yourself. And with this unconditional love of self is when balance comes in. And I think it's time to move on to the masculine side now. I'm getting, yes. Okay. So that is the update on the feminine energy, the feminine side to us. Feminines in this world is that it's time to take action. You are ending a really tough cycle here. You're building your tribe. You're unlocking creativity like you've never experienced before in all areas of your life. Yeah, it's time to nurture yourself. It's time to take care of yourself. It's time to put you as the priority, because you're definitely someone who's always taken care of others your whole life, always considered others. Well, it's time to consider yourself now. Okay, so we are going to do masculine now. And I am being drawn to get a whole different set of cards here. They are wanting me to leave my cards out. Interesting. Okay. Boop, boop, ba-doop. Oh, okay. Here comes the Egyptian Oracle deck for the masculine side. And I'm feeling the animals. I'm just going to leave that drawer open because there might be more. All right. So let's start with the Egyptian Oracle deck. I am definitely getting masculine Egyptian. Oh, there's that chaos I was feeling earlier. But this is a snake. Quintet Harat. And it's very loop-de-loop, right? So snakes are about shedding. And so this is just that cycle of life. Every cycle you go through, you shed something. And you loop to learn, and you shed, and you learn, and you shed. Chaos. You know, I'm going to look in the guidebook for this. Oh, and there's a card too. Mixed blessings, predecessor of the two spirits, Tepya Akui. Mixed blessings. Okay, so masculine energy. This is interesting. Let's look up chaos first. I was too fast. I skipped right over it, but I was right there on it. Okay. Smoky quartz and gold go with this. Chaos. Oh, the chaos is a powerful force that can twist and turn through your life. It can be controlled and turned to your service. The most chaotic moments in your life are when things seem to be out of your control, when the entire world appears to be turning against you. So the masculine is very much focused on and again, I want to be clear here. My intention was that when I read these energies, this is for someone who identifies in their masculine energy mainly in this life. So people who consider themselves males, however, an important characteristic of chaos is that it is a slithering snake that is constantly moving. So the masculine is very focused on world events right now, I feel. This movement reminds you that your present conditions are not permanent and change is always just around the corner. After wrapping you in its coils, the snake of chaos will be defeated by truth and slither away. So, really, the masculine is in search of truth right now. Like, really needing to know more, needing to know the hidden layer I'm hearing. Chaos or unexpected turmoil is never pleasant, but it is a necessary part of life. If everything were perfect all the time, you would not appreciate the beneficial experiences as much as you do. You cannot always control your circumstances. Even very powerful people are subject to the whims of fate. Even very powerful people are subject to the whims of fate. Yeah, you know what's going on in the world right now. There are people that probably thought they were invincible and now their names are being blasted all over, for the things they've done. It's just, it feels like, it feels like that energy I've been tapping into lately of thinking that you got away with something. All is coming to the light, it feels like. Feels like that might make your stomach crunch up, like, ooh. So it feels like, yeah, these are, when the truth, people get really like nervous about the truth because we're so ashamed of some things within ourselves, and it feels like those truths are what's coming to the light because of your shame, because of the fact that you haven't accepted them and given in to the darkness of it. It's like, it's just that black hole of darkness, people give into it, others have too much light in them to give into it. So mixed blessings is coming in, and I wanted to look that up too. But before I do read this, it feels like to me that mixed blessings feels like energy of, things. Ow. $32.22 on the timer. Jeez Louise, this was poking me in my chair. Because I had a cloth on it before, and so I had pinned it, and now the pin was I took that cloth off, so this was just a pin that I missed, and it's poking me. So there's definitely, and this I consider this like sword energy, So these are thoughts. So there's some pokey thoughts you have. Interesting. Pokey thoughts. Mixed blessings, as in something like bittersweet, something happens and it's bittersweet is the energy I'm getting. All right, let's see here. Deacon 23. The nature of mixed blessings is that, yes, there will be benefits, but they will come at a price. That price may be a simple one, such as hard work, or it might be more unpleasant, such as falling in love with a partner who's already in a relationship, or receiving money only after the death of a loved one. Yeah, it's like bittersweet. The price could also come in the form of consequences for your actions. But I don't feel that here. That's not the energy I feel in this card. This card feels more like a blessing in disguise, like it's like something good comes from something that doesn't feel so great. Sorry if you heard that. It was air releasing. But yeah. So that's the energy I get from... So the masculine right now might be really in mixed feelings, mixed emotions. Like, not warring, but really not sure what to do with the feelings that they're experiencing right now with this mixed blessing. Is like, in comes mixed emotions with this mixed blessing. We've got sowing seeds. So yes, exactly. This the masculine right now is kind of experiencing the fruits of their labor. Like they've been working their buns off, and now they've sown the seeds, and now they're getting to experience what they've sown. And I do feel this in both directions, positive and negative, that some seeds that were sown, you're reaping the consequences in a negative way. It's like you did some things in the past that you have not reflected on or healed from, and now it's coming back up for you to reflect on. So that's the thing people I don't think realize, is that if you reflect on something that has happened in the past, and I feel like this is the advice for the masculine, when you reflect on something that's happened in the past that you're ashamed of, or that you wish you had done differently, you can reflect on it and heal from it. And it's not something that has to become a big dramatic thing in your current circumstances. It's when you stew on it and mull over it and don't actually heal from it, that it comes back around, so that you do heal from it. So there's something here about, if you actually take the time to face it and understand the energy around it and why you did the actions you did, or had the thoughts you had, or whatever, if you face it, then it doesn't have to become some big dramatic mountain in your current life. Okay. Journey through life. Yeah. Middle of the boat or heart of the ship. Oh, this is great. This is balance. The masculine is coming into balance. I love this. And sailing through life, like journeying through life on a sailboat. The winds, your thoughts carry you forward along with your emotions, It's a delicate balance to make the sailboat go. Okay, now the animals want to come forward on the masculine side. Remember that spirit animal coming through? Oh, I need to get a deck of like mythical spirit guides. Oh, I bet that exists for sure. Mythical creature spirit guides. Yes, we've got 2 coming out. The lion, be generous of spirit, number 37. Wow. I just hear a deep grumble, like a roar, but it's not like a growl, it's a rumble. It's like a like a Tim Allen grunt. Coyote spirit, trust in divine detours, number 16. So it feels like something you might have felt very strongly towards before may not have gone according to plan, and it was actually all according to plan the way it happened. So that's affirmation here, that this detour is actually aligning you. It's not a detour, actually. You are about to go down a detour, and this is getting you back on track. So divine detours are actually about getting you back on track. Our own detours are about getting distracted. Okay. Also, there's little side quests that they allow us to go on. That we choose to go on in order to learn something. See, I'm getting this energy of a masculine looking really outside of himself. I keep referring to like outside of myself. So that's something the masculine is learning now, is like learning that it's not out, it's not without, it's within. They're learning to go within. But when they go within, they feel chaos. Oh, man. It's definitely a delicate balance here. All right. All the cards, all the decks that I've used for the masculine, I've like stacked on top of each other. And it's made this I don't know. I want to show you. Okay. See, I'm getting very orderly energy, orderly, brown, earthy energy, getting some earth, logical, very 3D, earthy energy here, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. All right, we've got 6 of Cups, so in comes some Pisces energy I'm getting from that. And then 5 of Cups, some more water energy, getting Scorpio vibes here. And then Page of Swords, and again, there's that, like, almost infinity sign right there, or the letter B, but I'm getting more of an 8 infinity sign. It's an upside down B, but okay, so there's definitely something that has had to end, that it's been around for a long time. With the 6 of Cups, this is maybe even from childhood, like just feels like a friendship from childhood, or just maybe like a close connection that you've had for a long time. And it feels like this may be ending. Yeah, there was some communication between this friendship that kind of, it just kind of, it's like when you learn the truth of something and it's like, well, you can't go back now. There's no going back now once the truth is known. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles, but this is all part of that delicate balance. Yeah. It's like you were giving so much energy to this relationship because of your loyal nature, because of your commitment to love and friendship, but the truth you found out was just too much, and you can't look back. And it's like the energy you were given to it had to come to an end, because there's, like I said, the masculine is learning to look within. You can't look within if you're giving all your energy without. Exactly. Without, your energy gets drained. It gets rid of. You're without your energy. When you go within, it's a cyclical, energetic flow. Going within is going to create the balance that you so desire, that this masculine so desires. Okay. All right, guys. I think that is plenty of information about the feminine and masculine energies I'm feeling in this collective. And so, we tapped into these energies, but let's look at how the masculine and feminine relate to each other at the current moment. Like, I'm feeling like, yes, okay, that's, I just separately looked into it, but I want to see how these energies kind of intermingle together. Okay, they want me to clear the deck completely for this. Clear the board completely for this. So they don't want me to turn off the camera. So again, I will have timestamps below if you want to skip ahead. That is not the correct one. Okay, so there's energy here of, what is this? Not choosing the right size for something. Needing a bigger size for something. Put that back up in the other drawer. Okay. You gotta go too. And you go over here. All right. They want me to get my little deck of cards and my charms. All right. So let's see how the feminine and masculine are intermingling with each other. Here's my little deck of tarot. 4451. Definitely building a solid foundation within, and there's a transformation happening in in each foundation. Okay, and it feels independent. Like each one is aware of the independent path that each one needs to go on. Okay. It doesn't necessarily mean they're separate. I haven't touched into that. I do feel that I definitely feel that the masculine and feminine are currently together for some of you. King of Swords. So this masculine and feminine, I'm feeling, are communicating at a whole new level now. And they're wanting me to get my charms to go along with this communication. We've got an orange flower, and I heard lotus all of a sudden. So this is the sacral. I definitely feel 45:55 on the timer that the masculine and feminine here are really communicating in an elevated, creative way that is lighting them up. It's like their passion and everything is lighting back up. They're flirting again, they're laughing again, they're having fun again, they trust each other again. It's like something has happened to allow this feminine and masculine to open up to each other in a whole new way. I'm getting a thimble, San Antonio, Texas thimble. So a thimble is about protection as you are sewing something, right? So this is a symbol to me that this relationship is protected as it is building this foundation, as they are sowing the seeds, right? There's definitely some protection. San Antonio and the sun there is also pointing out. So this is kind of pointing towards the masculine energy, needing to protect in the relationship, coming into the role of protector in the relationship. Okay, they want me to move on to the tarot again. So what else can you tell us about this masculine and feminine? The sun. There's the sun again. I know the sun. Hold on. They want me to look at holistic tarot. This book has been coming in so much lately. Just sitting back there, and now it's like I want to use it all the time. So it must have some really good information. 119, 119, you might be seeing a lot. Those numbers might be significant. Okay, so yes, the sun is fire. So I'm just getting like Leo, Aries. Aries is what I was really picking up on. Even though the Emperor is what denotes, is what goes with Aries. The sun signifies a warrior king chieftain. Yeah. So, yeah, this is that protection energy again. Warrior king chieftain, like leader. I'm definitely getting leadership here. So together, the masculine and feminine are learning to be leaders together in those like ways and integrating it together. It's like the feminine is really good at something and the masculine's really good at something, and then they're using those awesome skills and talents to do something together. There's creation here. There's creation here. Again, I might feel conception. Okay. Could be conception of a new idea or just actual conception of a human baby. Look at this, 10 of Cups. Oh my God. This relationship is just soaring. And yeah, there is family right there in the background. So for a masculine and feminine here, I definitely am tapping into an actual, like, you'll be getting news soon of being pregnant. Page of Swords. You know what I love? I've been using this deck I've been urged to use this deck. This was my learning deck, and notice it's like all white and black, and then the major arcana cards are colorful. And now I feel all of a sudden to use this deck, which is all in color. So it's like, welcome to your magical life, full of color, and just, it's like experiencing life on a whole new level, a whole new way to communicate, being curious, asking questions, moving forward in confidence, putting fear aside to go towards what you want, to see, experience new things. Okay, we've got cards coming out sideways here, so sideways energy is always interesting to me. That energy feels like life could go either way in that direction. You're in this like void of choosing which direction you want to go. So I'm gonna turn them upright because that feels right to me. Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, lots of earth energy here, and the High Priestess. Okay, so we've got intuition playing a very strong role in this relationship, I feel. And this relationship is based off of balance and of a very long due solid foundation, like working towards this very solid foundation. I just picked up on a new masculine and feminine coming together, like y'all haven't been together in a relationship before, and now, but because you've both done healing separately and you're now coming together to be able to handle the intensity of your relationship and not run away. Like, it feels like as soon as you come together, you're going to be golden. But I also feel that relationship that's been building towards this for a long time. Yeah, intuition's and there's mystery around this relationship. Okay, we've got the Lovers coming out, the Four of Swords, and dun da da da, the Emperor. So that's Aries masculine, authority, leadership. The Lovers here is a card of balance and harmony, and the Four of Swords here is a card of laying to rest anything that didn't work in the past and moving forward in a truthful, honest, authentic way. There's something here about reorganizing your lives to be able to handle more, reorganizing and compartmentalizing, prioritizing. That's all here. Okay, they want me to get the charms back out for your relationship. Yellow spiral. So your solar plexus is leveling up here. I'm also getting pentacle energy from this yellow spiral. So your relationship to money is also transforming here. It's leveling up in a very beneficial way. We've got a yellow leaf. So there are some things that you are letting go, that your solar plexus, lots of yellow energy here for sure. The sun, the pentacle energy, the Lovers, how big that sun is, the Four of Swords with that resting. It's like your solar plexus is now the one that's going through a transformation. You're entering a whole new level of your relationship. We've got the clamshell here. This clamshell that I feel being used to drink from, right? Drink from, this came from the ocean, from salt water. Salt is very alchemizing. So there's something here about drinking from the cup, drinking from the Kool-Aid. I keep getting that scene from Harry Potter, where Dumbledore drinks from the shell and it's poison, but he had to drink it in order to get the Horcrux, in order to destroy. So this feels like a sacrifice. And then we've got the little turtle, very grounded, very low to the ground. So there's something here about, with this sacrifice comes the grounded, solid foundation that you need. What is the sacrifice? What is the sacrifice? They want me to get the cards again. What is the sacrifice? Queen of Pentacles and 10 of Swords. Worrying about money. This is ending the not worrying about money and knowing how abundant you already are. This is knowing the energy of abundance and knowing that money is not the end all be all to abundance. And this is also very deep earth connection. So your relationship to abundance is changing, not just with money. It's like releasing the need to worry anymore, letting go of the need to needing to control and needing to know how everything's going to happen and line up. You're both learning to let that go. This is welcoming abundance in a whole new way. And almost like leaving behind the old way of looking at how abundance can show up. I just keep hearing, stop looking, stop counting, stop adding, stop calculating. Yeah. Oh, these came out upside down, reversed. Do I know? Okay, so the 9 of Pentacles, more Pentacle energy, and then 8 of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough energy. This is like self-doubt. This screams self-doubt. Not believing in yourself, not believing in your ability to handle success. Because success will bring what? Why are you afraid of success? Why are you afraid of success? Okay, so strength comes out and the world comes out reversed. There's Leo energy here. You're afraid of the world. You've spent your whole life kind of building this bubble around yourself, protecting you from the world. And now you know that with success comes recognition, admiration, questions, nosiness, opinions, critiquing, feedback, criticism. You understand that, and so you've always put this bubble of protection around, and because you're not sure, there's self-doubt, you're not sure you can handle. But with the strength card coming out, it's like you have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to worry about. That you have the strength to handle the limelight. You have the strength to handle questions, curiosities. You also know how to put up boundaries because you've been doing that your whole life. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. So there's that self-love and recognition of love coming in. So this is recognition, and this is also with that recognition it's like knowing, this is interesting. I'm getting that someone finally expresses how much you are worthy of and how valuable you are. And it's like the acknowledgement you needed to finally feel validated, even though you could have had that all along, but it's like the universe is like, fine, here. Here, if you need it, here you go. So I see that the masculine and feminine is definitely going through a time of really solidifying their confidence, their self assuredness, their self awareness, their communication. It's really a beautiful transformation. This is butterfly energy, the chariot. Let's go. Let's go. This is total alignment, total just moving forward. It's like the baby deer with the wobbly legs. That's the energy from the past, and I just feel like finally they got their legs out from under them and have learned how to run now. Like, let's go. The energy is moving forward. You've built that solid foundation. Now you're ready for your fruits of your labor to come in, to just shake the tree and here they fall, right? Okay, guys, I think that is a great place to end this reading. And thank you so much for tuning in. And I truly appreciate you and felt very drawn to look into these energies. Like, that is what the collective really, really wanted. So I hope that I delivered. And if you resonated with this reading, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to get when new videos come out. I do videos quite often. But I have like a ton of videos for you to look at. So you can search the videos or just see what pops up on your For You. And maybe it's for you at that time, even though I may have posted it 10 months ago, you know? You just kind of have to trust where the energy goes. So that's the final message for you. And I bid you adieu. Bye-bye.